Greetings, everyone. Please give a moment to make sure the live stream is going. Kick is going. Twitter is going. Make sure to update the thumbnail. Oh, there it is. Good to go. Twitch appears to be going. Rumble appears to be going. Let me just double check my other computer. And yep, looks like everything is good to go. So let's go and get started. I did find a whole bunch of games from the website. One of the websites, which looks like some sort of large number of tournament games, so I decided to download them all. But I'll worry about that a little bit later. Since they're more of a series, I don't really want to do one unless I can do a whole bunch of them. So let's first do some other ones for the time being, and then we'll probably pick and choose. Maybe I'll open up the why don't I just open up this one now? It opens up a folder, so I can perhaps take a look at the replay size and perhaps pick and choose some of the longer ones. So, either way, let's go and get started. I may have done this one yesterday. Did I do this one yesterday? Might have. Yep, I believe I did this one yesterday. Just give me a moment just to verify some stuff. Because I may have got to delete this one at the end of the day. Yeah, I did do this one. My apologies. Sometimes I always forget to delete the one at the end of the day. As I'm usually at the end of the stream, I'm just sort of tired and ready to get some rest, that sort of thing. So now, let's really get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H-Fires 3 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Blue Indians, we have Iron Turtle. Spawn on the south side as the Red US of A, we have Konos, and again, it does this thing. Maybe one way to fix this is maybe if I instead of saying 0%, if I set it at 1%, it will keep it. Stupid idea, but maybe it will. Let's see now, let's take a look at the natives on the map. We of course got the native Greeks. This is Greeks, right? Royal Arquebus. Okay, Sweden, not Greeks. Swedish skirmisher that can fight in front line to has high hit points and melee damage, benefits promotions, as well as the Winged Hussar. Fast, heavy Polish elite cavalryman with extra attack range, powerful Winged Hussar charge attack. We also have the House of Yagalon. I was like, he's also spamming, doesn't have enough room for villagers. There we go, that's a bit better. We do go, it's got the Lipkar Tatars, a cavalry archer from Lithuania, and the Shock Rider, Croatian Serbian Lancer with dual armor, benefits with a powerful charge attack, and benefits from promotions. Either way, let's see now. We do have a card available for the US. He is going for the German Immigrants, which allows you to spawn a mill wagon or a homestead wagon, and also spawns one settler wagon. Each mill wagon provides one settler wagon. Dutch Immigrants, I'm about to sneeze. Netherlands enable you to establish a bank. Mines last longer, gather slightly faster. And Irish Immigrants, you get more villagers, and every 5 minutes past the game, get additional 2 villagers. So it can stack up quite a bit, up to a maximum 30 minutes. So the longer you wait, the more villagers. And there's always plenty of other cards you always go
Yes?
for, so you can hold off a bit extra time. For the Indian player, who's not selected a deck just yet. And let's keep them selected there. We do have the Winfield Scott. I wonder if that's auto-generated name or that's a actual custom name. Either way, we do have the Wood Trickle here. Food silos. Villagers gather food faster from rice paddies, mills, and farms. He may be going for... He may... Why go for that? He may be eyeing for not natural resources. If he has that one nice and early. We got gold. We do have Dravidian martial tactics. All hand attacks do more damage, especially for Raputs. Sepoys and villager. Sours. I always forget they get one villager per card. Camel attack. Desert terror. Sours inflict more damage against archers and skirmishers. So light infantry. Diplomatic intrigue, give you 300 export. Allies cost 75% less export, so it's basically 375 export. Foreign lodging gave a lot of extra wood. Sustainable agriculture, again, more rice paddy. And this is food as well, not food and coins. So he's going for a large, he may be going for a large number of rice paddy food. And got tiger claws. Doesn't make him enabled. Nope, just gives him gold Arami swordsman, a good area damage, regenerates hit points when idle, good heavy infantry. Sepoys, British East India Company, Sepoys, Gurkhas, and Sours hit points and attacks increased. 2 Howdahs, 2 Siege and Defense, 2 Malhad Lancers, 3 Malhad Lancers. Elephant combat, so we may be eyeing heavy and elephants. Royal Mint. Villagers gather a coin from all resources faster, including from mines as well as estates, plantations. Arami Swordsman Regiment gives you 1 Massive Arami Swordsman and 9 Arami Swordsmen. And also says Masabari Urumi enabled, so maybe I'll build additional ones potentially after that. Not sure. Sepoy. And 2 Mezerin rockets, which I believe are just a British rocket. It does cost 1,000 food. It is infinite. So, interesting. So he does have access to infinite rockets. Don't know if there's anything unique about those rockets. You have the Carni Mata, which is ships food, wood, or coin when built. So in this case, 200, 200, 100. And increase their gathering rate of nearby villagers. So he may be eyeing for a fast. Everything suggests to me he's going to eye for early rice paddies.
Adesh?
Let's go and cover the rest of US cards. I may have skipped over quite a bit. We got Philadelphia. Chips 1 meeting house wagon. Provides your meeting house with a unique federal improvement to research. Adds +1 meeting house, which is an alternative to church. And Samurai Festival ships 1 native embassy Travis and let your allies you to create at your native embassy with where some of their upgrades and units are available. So you get access to create natives. Wood gold, state militia, long rifles, increase the range of state militia and Minutemen, and enable sharpshooters to be deployed on the commissariat. Springfield Army ships 1 arsenal wagon, enables the advanced arsenal improvement. All arsenal improvements are free, but take 250% longer to research. Advanced homesteading ships 2 homestead wagons. Mills and states have more line of sight and support 10 population. Not only get your settler wagons, those also replaced as housing ×2. Virginia General Assembly ships 1 capital wagon, makes your next upgrade research at the state capital free, excluding spies and blockades. Russian American Company gets you 2 block houses and makes also you hunt 30% faster. Wooden cords. We do have the Continental Rangers, increase the attack and hit point range of infantry armored rifles, including owl hoots and Jaegers, including also the Creed trackers as well. Carbine Cavalry, Buffalo Soldiers, Carbine Cavalry attack and armor increased. Rolling Artillery give you 321 Gatling guns. We got now these Sours that do get a good amount of damage from that villager. Does not kill them off, however.
Yes. I'm ready.
He does have regulars, which are musketeer variant. Offer a little bit more range, but I think a little bit less damage, isn't it? No, they seem about a little bit actually more powerful. They're slightly more expensive. They are also a bit more of a balanced income, which also makes them a little bit less useful because huntables do collect faster than mining gold, so they're a little bit more than just 5 resources more expensive, more close to 10 with the difference in gathering rates with a rough estimate.
Orders?
The meeting house wagon has now been put on the field. Takes a good damage on these villagers and will start pushing them down. He can bring in some Minutemen. He does have his 2 Deli monk things there. And now this Settle Wagon see private damage does get the Minutemen on the field. They just offer good damage. And one villager does go down, not the Settler Wagon. Bazaar's now being put on field. And now looks like he's going pursuing these Sours out of the region. Let's see now. Got that. Got that. Royal Artillery. Here we go. Polski's Legion. Ships a number of powerful Uhlans enabled to be trained at forts. Delivers 12 Prussian Uhlans. Heavy cannons, culverins, ×4 culverins. Not artillery train. Upgrades horse artillery to heavy horse guns. Horse guns and heavy cannons have more hit points and are trained faster. Ooh. That would definitely spark my interest. Or it will also provide fast production time of heavy cannons. I know people like getting their gold and other resources from the factories, but I have a bit more bias towards the heavy cannon. And the last one is Kovacs Legion. Ships a number of powerful Magyar Hussars enabled to be trained from ports instead of ordinary Hussars. Wait, will that also be considered a native unit? Because those are usually classified natives, right? Or they can classify as mercenary. Since you only get Magyar Hussars through like the big buttons. Trying to go for some hunting eagles, blanket filters, and all that sort. Of course, got the handful of torps for the US player. It's through one of these cards. I forget which one it was. Actuality, it may have been from the House of Vaza, isn't it? If I were to select his opponent's House of Vaza. Yep. Should have a number of torp wagons. Of course, about the upgrades that the Swedes get. They don't have massive gold collection rate, but they still provide a decent amount of income. Equivalent to 1 to 2 villagers. This is a large number of Sours, aren't they? They do gold damage to infantry like Lancers, but do less damage to heavy infantry, unlike Lancers. The bonus damage is a lot less versus infantry unlike Lancers. We got a number of Aurora Arquebuses, which are anti-dragoon unit. The regulars will be useful, whether in melee or at range. Got these camels now evasive forward, trying to raid some villagers, some exposed villagers here. Villagers trying to run over here. Does find another lone villager there. We'll pick her off when the camels do go down. And now villagers trying to raid. We got a wave of Hussars here. These guys are some of the Hussars as well. They offer 30 damage versus 29, 1.5 attack speed, 1.5 attack speed. Though their health is a lot less, 225 versus Hussars 320. They offer more range resist, but a lot less health. Their cost is 80-80, or Hussars up to 200 total, like 110-90 was it? 220-80. But they are cheaper than Hussars as well. Some of these villagers are going down. He's trying to embrace the Second Amendment, but they'll embrace him hard enough because these villagers' damage is still not great. Once multiple Sours have gone down, these villagers are a little bit idle. The Indian players at 36 villagers. The players at 29, with a good number still settler wagons on the field.
Bereit.
There's 3 though. They're basically a ×2 villager.
Orders?
That's torch down all the torps. While torp and torch are similar, it's definitely non-job description. Sorry, you may hear my drink opening.
What is your command?
Got some carbon cavalries here, which are good versus heavy cav.
I'm ready.
So they're getting a little bit tied up on the Hussars. Hussars, he may want to split his formation, let the Hussars just attack so they can micro the carbine cavalries, because right now they're being slowed down because they're doing not so great formation. More Saurus here. Carbine cavalry are just simply not in good enough formation. You just may want to go for sharpshooters and state militia skirmishers at them. No, those are light cavalry, not... Those are anti-light cavalry, not regular cavalry.
At attention.
We do not have the statehood there. He's starting to bring in some sharpshooters now. Sharpshooters do offer good range, but the Saurus will do ×2 bonus damage versus the light infantry and shock infantry units. Do not have a wonder going up for the Indians. I'm for the Tremerian Gate, which will ships in one Medhout Lancer, enables and can train Manzabari units with enhanced units. Handful of Saurus being put on the field. I hear what sounds like a fort being put on the field. Could have been just, yep, just a castle over here. It may have a fort sound effect, but don't let this deceive you. Its damage output still no greater than, say, an outpost. No damage right there. It has a handful of sharpshooters in the mix now, which their goal just primarily just provide some good damage at range. They do less damage versus heavy cav. These guys are classified as heavy cav. More saddle wagons being plotted by the US player. He's going for H3. He's going for Kentucky, which I believe gives him the Prospector Mines. But he's not gone for the windmill to give him some food generation. The Indian has gotten his windmill though.
Aufgabe.
Saddle wagon does get out of the region. Very good. This player is now advanced next age with Kentucky. He will have access to, yep, the coal prospect wagons, which allows you to collect up ×2 speed for other coal mines. So it does give you a quick 4,000 gold, relatively quick. And you also get some Kentucky Hunters. So ship 5 owl hoots, and you get additional sharpshooters per delivery already made. So does provide you more forces later on, and he is going for the Russian-American company, getting some blockhouses, which will also be good alternative barracks to get some additional barracks for more production. He's going for more carbon cavalry, is very good. He's fighting against a large number of Saurs, so carbon cavalries are a good idea. We've got a handful of disciplined Madhouts here, or a unique like heavy cav, right? Yeah, just ultra heavy cav. They're like Saurs, but just much more heavier, offering a lot more damage, a lot more health. The movement speed 6, which is actually not bad at all. That's actually pretty good. A lot of infantry moves up. Excuse me. Moves much slower than that. So for example, this regular is moving at 4. Yeah, this formation is moving at 4 at the moment. You will get a good call here. Though they can eat a lot of bullets. They're elephants, of course. The hide is very sturdy. And now he's put a castle here, collecting up that coin. It is just tin. And it's not bad. It's one component of bronze. Remember, it's 9 parts copper, 1 part tin to make bronze. So I think that's a little bit outdated technology right now, isn't it? We got 2 blockhouses here, which actually offers good damage. Well, I wonder if their counts upgraded, because that's a little bit higher than even the castle. Oh, maybe the inspiring flag is what's doing it. Yeah, that's probably it. It's got the inspiring flag here to inspire these units to gun down a bunch of civilians.
Adesh.
Saurus now advancing forward. He is going to be bit pushed to the wall there. The sharpshooters do spawn this force. He may want to get a general A move forward. He may want to put the musketeers or regulars just in a melee attack move forward. And his micro-range sharpshooters will be in the back. Carbine cavalry just need to be in an A move forward. Just get any sort of gunfire because they're going to do well in this engagement. Carbine cavalry are not being focused down quite a bit, so then all the sides doing good. Minutemen are on the back line, providing some support and cover for the sharpshooters. The handful of regulars in the front line, holding back the cavalry. There's a great choke point there for the ranged forces. More carbine cavalry advancing on forward. Elephants still taking a beating, and the elephants starting to go on down. Elephants have gone down. That's going to be torching the rest of this castle there. Great engagement there by the US player. This was a bit too choke pointy. Choke points do better for ranged forces than melee forces. Got a wave around these swordsmen now advance forward. They are a heavy infantry or hand infantry, land military unit, so they're not classified heavy nor light. That's interesting. You can see here if I don't click off of it, it does AoE damage, it regenerates, but it's not classified as heavy nor light. You also have for disciplined Haldars. Haldars are classified as light range cavalry. Prospector wagons. I really wish they would change that this variation. Just get an artist create a slightly unique skin for it to and blacken those coal. Sacks of coin to be coal, sort of like this. That is, of course, very delicious looking coal. Oh, I do have a town center deployed out here by the Indian player. Huh, I just realized something as well. Since the Indian has 2 explorers, he can make his explorers build town centers twice as fast. He's going for a large number of town centers over here, so if Red starts advancing over here, he does at least have some other town centers to fall back to. That's what he wanted to do that. And now I do have the, was that Equalize? Nope. That may have been Order of Positive there. Gatling guns pushing forward. You do have 75% range damage this, while these Gatling guns don't do clone damage to structures. 25% less, in fact, making them resist quite a bit of gunfire from the castle in turn. Yeah, these coin mines are rapidly being seized. The Indian player's not going to be building villagers. He's actually lacking a bit of wood for that. He's going for more of the camels, which will be useful versus the sharpshooters, that's for sure, but the carbine cavalry will pose a problem. So, they will be useful with the sharpshooters and the Gatling guns. We've got a handful, of course, disciplined Haldars. Okay, let's switch over to the US players because I don't want to hear that spam clicking. We do now have the Kentucky Hunters there, which will give a shipment of 17 militant units, 5 Alhoots, 12 Sharpshooter. I don't know why I keep on saying Sharpshooter, because Computers 2, the German sniper goes, I'm an excellent Sharpshooter here.
I'm ready.
If you ever wonder why I sometimes pronounce words weirdly, well, it's one,
Yes?
it's me, because I can't pronounce anything for crap.
What is
Second
your
off, it
command?
may be related to another video game. Looks like Red may spot this town center here. Maybe not. He does not spot the town center just yet. He does spot those villagers. He's going to chase on those villagers. Does spot the town center now. And now he's going to quickly take it out. This could... It's probably going. He probably just wants to stay back and start getting reinforcements. This player's at 187 population, while his opponent is at 172, so not too far off. I always have to forget that elephants are really high quality. Let's roll. I always have trouble estimating engagements when it comes to elephants. Now he's going to go for elephant combat. That's probably a good idea. He may want to stall out for that. He has spotted some sharpshooters there. And now he does take out one of those Gatling guns immediately, but the Howdahs are seeing quite a bit of fire from the charming cavalry. And more damage is coming on that town center. Right now he is at Popcap, the Indian player. He's going to take opportunity to engage some of these other forces. We've got the Magyar Hussars now pulled up with the US player. And he doesn't say it costs any population there, so that likely means it is classified as a native unit. Yeah, native warrior. So that's good. It doesn't have a pop cap as well. How many can we get on this US player if it doesn't show a pop cap there? Good number of kills there on those villagers, taking a significant number of them out. He puts at 60 villagers. The US player's down to 29. Ooh, that's a large number of villagers down. Wing puts our face him forward. Elephants on advancing forward. Gatling guns trying to set on up. Got a good number of sharpshooters there. We do have the inspiring flag also supporting these forces. US player just got a shim there. The US player's forces are disintegrating. 64. The Indian player has massive population. He's just his higher quality is doing some great work there. Carbon Cavalry is a good combination there. Guns down, good number of elephants. The US player will hold. But US player has lost a significant amount of population and villagers. His economy's not doing all too well. We do now have the explorer trying to gun down some civilians. He has deployed Irish immigrants. And now it's going for the Polska's Legion. Ship a number of powerful Magyar Hussars enabling the train of force instead of ordinary Hussars. It doesn't say they consume population space, so I am generally wondering if it doesn't say there's a max build limit. So I am wondering how many he can build. As these villagers are exposed, the Sour is going to rip them apart. We've got now more guard Oolongs now being thrown a few. Carbon Cavalry in place with the volley there. Siege Elephants now pulling a few. Got more Carbon Cavalry advancing forward, trying to in a bad position there overall. They just even attack move forward. Villagers trying to fight there. Does pick out the train post. Sour still advancing forward, just overwhelming the Carbine Cavalry. And looks like Red casting GG. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching. Oh, I'm curious as well. How many... We did not see any rice patties there, so... I was a bit curious of how much rice patties he would go for, but... It does not appear he went for any rice patties or any of the research involving rice patties. By the way, this Anagrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As they scream in my ear. Much better. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the top right side as the blue Aztecs, we have Sir Young Marshall. On bottom left side as the red Maltese, we have Cornelius Sola. And again, this is annoying the crap out of me. There we go. I don't know why it does that. Let's take a look at the explorer's name. I was a little bit interested. Motel Chihu. Can't tell if that's randomly generated or that's actual somebody made name. And we got Francisco Zimenzi, which could be randomly generated. I have no idea. And when it comes to natives and map, we do have the House of Bourbon, which does give access to the Royal Musketeer, a Royal Musketeer that will defend king and country. with his rapier and in melee and charged pistol. Royal Dragoon, elite French Dragoon, that hits targets at a higher range and performs well in melee combat. And Royal Horseman, guard cavalry mercenary riding a heavy war horse that damages units while moving. So it's like sort of like tuck tuck tuck. Either way. And for the other native map, or natives on this map, got the House of Wiltensbach. It gives you access to the Mountain Trooper, a Bavarian skirmisher that can spot enemies recently damaged, gains higher range attack speed promotions, and the Chevalier, a light range cavalry with deadly hat attack, good against heavy cav, so Dragoon variant.
Ok Patni.
We do now the Aztecs. Select this deck here. We've got Villagers, High Priest Exaltation, Calendar Ceremony, more Villagers, Wood, Gold, Infinite Gold, 3 Warrior Priests, Coyote Tactics, Puma Spearmen, Slingers, and Fencing School. More Villagers, Wood, Warrior Priests, Smoking Mirror, Jaguar Prowler Knights, Knights Hit Points, Knight Attack, Arrow Knights, and a handful of Skull Knights, Infinite Slingers, Infinite Jaguar Prowler Knights, the Zapok Allies, Mayan Allies, and the Great Temple of Skull Knights. So it looks like to me he has have a deck more geared towards Skull Knights. I'm so surprised he didn't go for the 2020 hit point damage part of Knights upgrade. If he gone for both of these. Also, that does not affect Skull Knights? I need to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it does.
Comanche.
Either way, let's take a look at the Maltese. Maltese deck involves 3 villagers, 2 Camelot churches, triple number of church wagons allow you to establish this church in your towns. So adds to build limits, so that gives you up to 3 churches. German tongue, triple commander wagon, number of settler wagons, enables the commander to recruit them. 2 settler wagons, 1 commandery. That's a pretty good card. That's basically 4 villagers and a command post. Merchants Republic grants resources for past and future control of trading routes. Improves the yield by 30% and provides 20% of all resources you've already earned. Jeez. So you don't have to go for that immediately, but could give you good payout. Dark Hardwoods, establish ironmongers. Villagers gather from coin mines faster. And stone masons. Settlers construct buildings faster. I think it may be a bit more of a turtle playstyle based on what I can see. Wing on core constructions. Settlers gather all natural resources fast, especially when nearby town center, outpost, or commandery. Medicine. Cords of wood. Not medicine. Villagers train faster and cheaper. Wood, gold. Unique Maltese church improvements. Flamethrowers. Ships 1 foundry working and equips flamethrowers with a fire throws with a flamethrower. So you get an upgraded flamethrower. Huh. Advanced arsenal. Spice trade. Viturosia. Arise fast makes settlers and town centers significantly cheaper. Sovereign Order of Malta, unique Maltese attack and hit points increase. Squires, military builders work faster, especially forts. And a fort. 2,000 wood first time you send it, then 1,300 after. So 1,300 is about average, but the first one is better. Rushing tongue, ships commander wagon and powerful number order panic checks, enables commanders to recruit them. Rockets equips your fire throws for rockets in addition to all other weapons, so you get a noob tube. Rocket inflict bonus damage against all infantry and significantly more range. Flint rockets grants you centers a powerful charge rocket attack, so you get more noob tubes. Heavy fortifications. We don't see anything that particularly affects the commanderies, but I'm not sure. And 2 fort wagons. I do got a commandery now being plotted up here. The back of the commandery is same as an outpost. We got the various natives or guardians following the Aztec leader around with his Eagle Scout. And something I noticed weird as well. I thought I saw like there may be two separate trade routes here. I saw what looked like one guy going this way, one guy going another way, or I could be going crazy. Nope, just one. Oh yeah, and I already talked about the natives. Looks like the Aztecs may go for a straight doggo here. Looks like both sides are designed for eco. Aztecs is PopCap. He's going for a fast Fortress Age. He has 5 warrior priests on the field. So you probably need to go for another warrior priest here. And let's see and he's going for the calendar. Right now, this calendar is providing, it says -5 resources per second, but that's, I'm pretty sure, 5 resources on food and gold. So it's basically 10 resources per second. Pretty good collection rate on these warrior priests. Each one is technically a ×2 villager onto the community plaza. But in this case, it will be providing 2 resources per second, which is actually still pretty good. He will obtain himself a little bit of XP, which is not bad. I don't know why, I like the treasures that provide XP the most. Because I'm a bit too greedy when it comes to shipments. Well, let's go to fast forward a little bit since both sides are ecoing up, as it's time for some collection research as well. Does find the commander wagon. We got now some hospital kills or sentinels. Those are crossbows. Got a good number of noble huts now put on the field. We'll see one from the noble hut age up. Now it's going for spice trade. Nope, now it's going for the multi-display design for advanced foundries. If he ever has trouble with these hussars, he can always hit the big button in the town center to get a handful of jaguar warriors. Now trying to hit those villagers. Notice we got one of the villagers here. Now got Jaguar Warriors fancy forward. Jaguar Warriors are a heavy infantry unit that does bonus damage versus the standard anti-cavalry, anti-shock, but they also do bonus damage versus infantry. Oh, just heavy infantry? They don't do bonus. I thought they did bonus damage versus heavy infantry. Do all infantry rather than just heavy. Huh. Must be going crazy. I could have sworn though, just ×3 damage versus all infantry. Another reason why the Aztecs have no counter versus any sort of shock infantry, let alone, not to mention crossbows and not shock infantry versus skirmishers, archers, crossbows. They have no counter to the mass light infantry. Sure, coyoteers can fight them with reduced received damage, but the problem is they still take a lot of damage on approach, and just mix a couple musketeers and then they will get buffed. Got a good number of arrow knights on the field, starting to siege down the commandery. Arrow knights are a good archer unit. Their damage is not that great versus infantry. They just offer really good range. They're more meant to siege down structures, as well as artillery pieces. They're meant to be a counter unit, counter building, counter artillery. And that's it. Don't build a whole large number of them. Only to build them in small numbers. We have a handful of sentinels, which are a musketeer variant. Also construct stuff. Jaguar warriors advancing on forward. Does gun that one down. It does have all 10 of his warrior priests onto the town plaza now, providing -10, which in other words, -20 resource per over time for his age up. So he's going to have a free age up relatively soon. Yep, he has a free age up now. Oh yeah, I can highlight here. It's down to 300 food. Look at this. Look at this. And now it's going to age up. Of course, it will start reducing the cost of Imperial Age, but maybe it's a good idea to switch this off into, say, a bit of EXP, so get a bit more. Yep, there it goes. Go for the EXP now. Arrow Knights are on siege down this commandery. Falls back, getting a bit of chip damage there. You can always go for the big buttons as well if he gets enough resources. The first big button for a handful of Jaguar warriors is 480, which is their entire cost, but just in food, and also deploys pretty quickly, and it goes to your shipment point, your military shipment point. The Arrow Knights are finding a handful of arrows there. While they can hit infantry, they're not good at that. Crossbow's going to get overran by the Jaguar Knights. He does go with a handful of Skull Knights, so now he has an immediate spawn of Skull Knights, which can do some serious damage. He's not really paying attention to well. He's trying to push down the Noble Hut. There's another Noble Hut still back here. And Skull Knights, they love to get in the melee range. They are very good at bashing stuff in. He still has the EXP shipment in. He's not going for an infantry shipment of slingers. And now got the Explorer going down. The Sentinel's not being pursued. He has broken through. Now it's going to start torching down. He does have a good amount of promotion on a couple of those Jaguar Knights. And Jaguar Knights do have excellent siege damage. 36 not excellent. Skull Knights have 100. That is absurd. He still just have EXP at the moment. He has not gone for this year to improve their collection rate of the Warrior Priest by 10%. The General is still lying on the ground. Shipment of wood now coming on in. Now got a big line of palisade walls trying to go on up. Yes, it does have age advantage. The Maltese is currently vying for more villagers, more so Sentinels or Hospitaliers? Sentinels. Of course, a Musketeer variant. Jaguar Warriors will do some good damage, but he's going for a good number of Slingers, which are, of course, a Archaic Archer variant. Oops, sorry, hit my microphone again. Hit it pretty good this time. I don't compare the skirmishers. I more compare them to our Archaic Archers. Right now they're champion. Their damage output's still not great. They do 24 damage versus heavy. These guys do 39 damage at range versus everything. These guys do have a little bit extra range. A couple cards could make them even a little bit better as well. Got an outpost here.
Yes?
He's now going for a pair of falconets, trio of falconets. Does have 3 shipments available. He knows fighting against Lordsome Aztecs. If they still keep bashing their heads against each other here, he could pass away out a fortress here, maybe. He has 3 shipments. I'm not sure he's saving up for the shipments. Fire throws would be half bad, a Grenadier variant. So maybe going for a good number of Grenadiers, since the area is a pretty big choke point, so AoE attacks will be useful, such as from falconets. He does have currently fighting against
Comanche.
a good number, only 7 Arrow Knights, which is meant for just an adequate number of counter for siege. That's about it. And he's going for more of these Slinger shipments. Nice thing as well, he does have the native allies here. They don't, unlike the infinite native allies, these only give you 1 level upgrade rather than 2 levels of upgrade to champion level. Of course, it does give you more, and you can bring them twice still, which is still significant. Falconets now seems to fire from the Arrow Knights, very good. He's got to keep these Arrow Knights alive, however, he doesn't have any replacements. Slinger's getting some great damage here. Slingers do have a good rate of fire, though. I comment they have low damage. Their attack speed is 1.5, rate of standard 3, so they do still have, they actually could have rate of fire, less like the overkill stuff. So they're doing some good work there, but then again, he's severely outnumbering his opponent. The Aztecs right now at 140 population, the Maltese one at 95. Falcon has received quite a bit of damage there. And I should be able to break on through. He's got to make sure he sets these guys to maximum attack range in order to avoid any counter bombardment from the Arrow Knights.
Yes.
More veterans sitting this here. Falconets now firing, trying to get some damage there on the Slingers. Another round of Falconets here. They're not firing at the moment. He needs to get them firing. And Red does cast some GG. I guess Red cast GG, but he's not back on the game. We're going to fast forward. Going for churches. I'm not sure what he's doing. Blue casting GG. I'm not sure what that was about, but either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Here's supposed to go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the blue Swedes, we have Sir Young Marshal. Spawn on the right side as the red Ottomans, we have Amo Celestia, I think. I probably butchered that. Give me one moment. Apparently it's doing this again. I don't know why. There we go, much smoother. Either way, let's take a look at the... I know I should really make a habit to see what the name of the explorers are. We've got Niles Matheson Klopping, which apparently looks like a randomly generated name before choosing, because it sounds like a guy's name. Before randomly generated. And over here, do got Halpeg Orhan? No idea, sounds like randomly generated as well. For the Natives Mouse map, you've got the House of Vaza, dates back to the Royal Arquebus, and the Winged Hussar. And down here, as the House of Yagalon, we have the Liptar Tatars and the Shock Rider. These now have a shipment available. It does go ahead and bring on in 3 villagers. Does have access to blueberries. Town militia, wood, gold, hussars. Juta Sybek gets 1 artillery foundry wagon and a leather cannon. Eisenberg Iron Works. Torps grants plus 100% more gold collection from mines. Dominions, 4 times 4 torps. Contract Irish Brigadiers, deliver 9 Irish Brigadiers, enable Irish Brigadiers hiring at all military buildings, which is basically you get a nice little musketeer that can get promotions, if I remember correctly. And I think that costs wells like just 100 gold? I can't remember exactly. Watch the Hakapeltes, increases the Hakapeltes' speed and enables them to be trained in the Commerce Age. Wood gold. Infinite blackberries, light gun carriages, leather cannons trained faster and upgrade to infantry cannons or guns. 2 falconets, ranged cavalry combat was however we pronounce this thing. Snaplock, Carolines, and those are cavalry units I cannot pronounce, have increased range. Contract Swiss pikemen, and also enables them to be built at military buildings. Copper mines, trample tactics, Thin horses. Horses improves hit points of hussars and those units I can't pronounce. 50% for in H4 seems pretty weak to me. Heavy cannon, factory, and factory. I suppose a lot of other cavalry cards you can get, which always wonders why the benefits seems minimal, but still very good because of compounds. Or not say compounds, it just adds up. And it also looks like it's a mix of cavalry and mercenary deck. I am biased towards Swiss pikemen. I remember playing a regular Age 3 game, not the 5th edition game, where I was playing Dutch. I was able to get them from the saloon, and I was able to revolt, and they just carried me to victory. Sorry about that. For the Ottomans, we have times 3 villager, coin trickle, economic theory, more villagers, wood, gold, janissaries, delis, calculability, increase the hit points of obelisk guns and haromkas, which are the grenadiers. Advanced arsenal, no mosque improvements, wood, gold, Sapahis, cavalry archers, cavalry combat, obelisk guns, falconets, popular. Increase the attack and hit points of Ottoman artillery, obus, and the grenadiers I can't pronounce. Refrigeration. Hired Bosniaks. Coolies, schools. Improve the hit points and attack of all Ottoman infantry. Light archery. Great bombards, factory, and factory. Got quite a bit of wood shipments here for the Ottoman. And does pick off that local bandit. So he's not going to have any gold there. Dominions, it's times 4 torps. Yep, we do have enough times 4 torps. Get 1 lucky coin and 40 EXP. How lucky. Over here, we do not have the witch hunter now being picked on off. Trading post there, collecting just more EXP. And it looks like both players are eyeing a bit of commerce, but do now have delis now being deployed in the field, so it looks like Ottoman players about to go on the advance.
Emrin hazır. Emrin
5 delis now advancing on forward. The Swedes don't. Oh, we got his own 5 hussars. Hussars do have 30 attack, 1.5 attack speed, 320 health. These guys have slightly less health, 5 less health, and 150 attack, but do have a slightly greater attack speed Hard to say with offhand number of mathematics in my head.
Is Majestät?
The reduced health would not be important in this fight, for the health is still divisible the same amount. Those is one of the delis there. Explorers both firing away. One hussars go down, 2 delis gone down. More reinforcing delis now put on the field.
Redo för strid. Is Majestät? Befäl?
And the hussars do go down. Hussars do like 20 DPS, if my math is correct. And these guys do,
Skadad och kan inte röra mig.
let's see, 25 divided by 6 and times it by 5. Divided by 6, so 4 and a little bit, times up by 5. So about 15 damage per second, so the deli's damage per second is less, and they do cost the same amount. If my calculations are correct. Aziz of Hussars, just assume it's 1.5 and 30 damage. So if you divide that by 3, then times that by 2, that gives you 20 DPS. But these guys, it's divided by 6 and times it by 5. It's 24. If you divide that by 6 is 4, so a little bit extra. Assume 1 more DPS in the end. So times that by 5, 20. Oh yeah, no, my math was off. So it's about 21. So their DPS is actually very similar, only ever so slightly higher. And when it comes to overkill, about 5 damage per overkill versus Hussars. While these guys would do 15 damage overkill. So that overkill will make them probably slightly better in 1v1 engagement. Of course, it's all about positioning, who gets the first strike, and how they're dancing around, all that sort. That's what probably makes the big impact in most of those fights. The delis appear to have an ever so slight advantage, but nothing too significant, honestly. But the delis do a lot less overkill, that's for sure. They will do 325 damage in total
Redo för strid.
against the 320 health, so it's just 5 damage overkill.
Is
But the
Majestät?
Hussars will do about 15 damage overkill.
Min styrka har återvänt.
Not sure if that makes any real big difference. Oh, we got some cavalry archers here. Cavalry archers are, of course, a Dragoon variant, good against the Hussars. We got some Carolins here, which do Bone Sanchez heavy cav as well, so they're good against delis, only at range, however. The hand attack is still decent at 20. You have a handful of militia not on field, the Bashi Borks. They do actually slightly bonus damage to heavy infantry as well, so they will be decent for the Carolins. Of course, it's a one-time call-in. And looks like the Swedish player does get forced back. His current military force is 14.
Nåväl.
And right now the Ottoman's force right here is 19, which is much higher. It's going for a handful of obelisk guns, which should be useful versus the Carolins. So if he goes for cavalry archer obelisk guns as composition, it wouldn't be half bad. Still probably lacking a bit of a front line, honestly, in that case.
Evet.
Accuracy. Hussars move at 6.75. Delis move at a speed of 7. Okay. So they do move slightly faster, but they're still both pretty fast. Right now, the Ottomans' civilian count is 27 versus the Swedes just 25. So the Ottomans do better in villager production. He does get his villagers for free, but does require upgrades to increase the numbers. And we can take a look how many he can get out by. Right now, 45, so he's plenty of population space. Does get some Sapahis on the field, both players in Fortress Age. Sapahis are a good heavy cav.
Hazır.
Before Definitive Edition, they were like the premier best unit in the game, only probably seconded to Skull Knights.
Evet.
Of course, now there's shipments to make them a bit more available, but that's still a very good Hussar variant, giving a 3 AoE radius, and they do pack a punch, and they have the health to receive a wallop as well. You have some Falconets deployed on the field.
Emrin.
The Militia are now down to 1 health, which could draw some fire. So 6 more alive. If he overkills them, that could be great for the Ottoman player. Has 5 Obelisk guns, not a whole lot. He has plenty of cavalry archers and Sapahi in the front line. Falconets advancing on that's getting volley there, but not hitting the much important infantry in the back line. The Obelisk guns may want to be micro down to hit Bears Carolines. He's starting to advance forward. Trying to focus on the Falconets. More Hussars being pushed forward, trying to hit over on these Obelisk guns. More Obelisk guns being put on the field. Both Falconets spear have gone down towards the Sapahis. Those units do get cleaned up. Now he's trying to fall back away from the Carolines. He has lost a good number of Obelisk guns there, but the Swedes have lost a little bit more overall, I'll say. Swedes have 45 population, his opponent's at 62, so you can get a handful of Carolines now, and Hussars.
Yes, Majestät.
So got a bit of torps everywhere, and even some village up here is exposed. If the Ottoman player were to be a bit more aggressive and trying to scout out for torps, he will find the villagers as well. And it's generally a safe assumption that your Swedish opponent will go for a good number of torps across the entire map, so like the Japanese and their shrines. Bed and Hussar research now. We have a torp now in the field. I wonder if torps. That deer is still alive. Is this deer being collected by the torp? It appears to be. So right now it's providing enhanced food income.
Hazır.
We got 30 military units here for the Ottoman player, including 2 Falconets. Over here we don't have mostly Karen, handful of Hussars now in the field. So right now looking better for the Ottoman player with his large number of Obelisk guns and Falconets. But he does have a good number of Hussars here, and now these cavalry archers will find a handful of these villagers. They do less bonus damage versus villagers, but they still do some decent damage. 3 of the villagers do go down, very good.
Yes, Majestät.
And the Carolines do bonus damage at range against heavy cav, not against a light cav. So Carolines right now just basically a musketeer. Great damage there. Swedish players down to 23 military units. The Ottoman right here has 32, so the Ottoman player took hardly any damage there. Oh, we got some cows here. Some doggies.
Ers Majestät.
Swedish players on advancing forward. There's a good number of Hussars, which could just take out a good number of these villagers. It's not having selected there because of the spam clicking. Hussars now advancing forward. Got a number of cavalry archers and Obelisk guns on the build queue, and there goes all these villagers. This is a massive loss. The Ottoman player could advance on forward into his opponent's base, since his opponent's in his base. A massive number of villagers. All of them have 1 remains. All of them got gunned down there. This shipment has a couple villagers there. You could perhaps take them out. Maybe a bit hard to see. He may not have unit localization on. Inclusion, whatever it's called. On advancing forward, you're taking out some of this various infrastructure. Autumn players at 20 villagers, the Swedes are at 30, and there's a good number of torps. No shipment available for the Swedes. If the Autumn player focuses gets a whole bunch of villagers on wood, you'll be able to perhaps mitigate the damages by getting out additional town centers. I see it's Explorer building an additional town center now. Now do got around a Swiss pikeman being point of view, which should be very effective versus the cavalry archers. But the town center will go down first. And another village on the inside as well. Please run torch down lords under this infrastructure here. Town center does not have a village on the inside, so it's not auto-attacking. Just got a base trade here. Blue has villagers everywhere. Red has a town center here. And this town center will go down. Hussars will miss this town center for now. And he may entirely miss it. Oh, and the game went out of sync because it does that occasionally. Oh, that's a shame. Nothing I can do about that, but I am going to make sure video gets deleted because I'm not going to upload that if it gets interrupted like that. And of course I keep on hitting that button. I don't know why. And yep, that one's based around Swiss pikemen. The replay, yeah, I can see these replays are relatively old. I should just probably not cast them. The chance of them breaking are very likely. I got a lot of tournament replays here. Let's see. I'm probably just. I'm really not going to cast them as a series, so I'm thinking about just maybe just go for one versus one versus one versus and start going down like that, and then potentially the upload and piecemeal. Wait. Okay, that replay's not good. Let's try this one. Okay, are these replays use some sort of tournament mod? Let's go to the next pair of players. Okay, this one seems stable. I'm not sure what's up with those other replays, so let's just start from here. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age Powers 3 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the blue British player, we have April. Spawn on top right side as the red Iroquois, we have ARG Ebenstall. Looks like blue's immediately going down for the trade post.
Yes.
And red is eyeing for his trade post as well, but there is a cabin stuck in the middle of the road. Gotta clear out the cabin there so we can go ahead and get a trade post there. Where the road is blocked. Oh, I don't know why I thought this was part of the Explorers. Guardians. And let's take a look at what natives on the map. I don't know what I'm thinking. We got a 2P settlement, which just give you access to 2P Blackwood Archers. Long range, accurate, native archer. I wonder how long. Is it longbowman range or arrow knight range? And you got the Carib blowgunner, so let's look somewhere in the Caribbeans. Short range missile unit that fires poison darts, good against infantry, bad against cavalry. I remember the campaign. After all, there's an entire campaign mission where we just fight hundreds of those. Something else to get some kitty caps. Allows to train cougars. Buttercup the pet cougar.
Commandment.
Either way, let's take a look, see what decks everybody's gone for. We've got Villagers, Virginia Company, Villagers, Wood, or Food, Wood, Gold, Longbowmen, Musketeers, Cavalry Damage, Cavalry Hit Points, Villagers, Gold, Infinite Longbowmens, 10 Longbowmens, Yeomen, Musketeers, Hussars, Cavalry Combat, Falconets, Refrigeration, 3 Rockets, Concrete Rockets, Factory, and Factory. So he's eyeing for a large. He definitely has a longbowman, not necessarily longbowman build, but cavalry longbowman support build, I guess, with mass mana boom. Oh, not that button. This button here. Iroquois, villagers, wood, gold, all resources, archers, tomahawks, warhut attack, warhut hit points, horsemen, new ways, which is European arsenal. All resources, forest prowlers, tomahawks, warhut combat, so more infantry base, musket riders, Canyon horsemen, cavalry hit points, renegade French. All resources, infinite, tomahawks, light cannon, and French renegade. His opponent's going for heavy amount of horsemen, so going for a good number of tomahawks wouldn't be half bad. So he has to be careful about the longbowmen in that case. He perhaps can go for... Yeah, tomahawks will be good for his cavalry, that's for sure. He could perhaps go for tomahawk Kanye horsemen. They'll be equal to hussars, of course, in combat. Bandit gun, blowgun is trying to throw darts at a alligator. I don't think those darts can pierce an alligator's hide. Yeah, both, or the Iroquois is now advanced to the next 8, going for his wood shipment immediately. I got the coconut dogs going on down. And we do have a market here. Yep, stop clicking on that button. We do now have the governor being researched as well. Oh, I just saw him lose a population. That may have been from the market we completed from the Travis, or not Travis, wagon. We have some manners now employed on the field. He has gotten Virginia Company. And now I can bring another shipment. He may just go for wood. Yep, he's going to go for that. And go for a large number of manors to get a good number of villagers. Red's eyeing for aggressive trade post placement. Trade post has been obtained. More alligators. Some swamp puppers are being killed off there. It looks like he's eyeing for some pikemen now. He may be concerned of archers, not archers, exact opposite. Horsemen. He is one of some Annas. Annas are a relatively cheap archer. They only cost food. Looks like the explorer took a couple hits there. He does get inside the town center, collecting up more of the coconut dogs, and it looks like a shipment of wood there.
Yes.
Explorer seeing a bit of fire there. Horse now advancing on forward.
Ready.
Longbowmen now being employed here. Got the militiamen now employed on out. You have now the one shipment available for the Brits. It's not looking good. The pikemen will be useful versus the horsemen, but not very good versus the archers. Maybe a good idea to go for musketeers. Yeah, the archers are here in low number, so musketeers will be generally fine, as well as pikemen in general. He may want to pull off of the manor boom, because right now he simply can't be collecting wood. He needs to be collecting other resources for military units. He's getting corralled on in. He is being walked down this area. He does still have some berries here to collect food in case he runs out of huntables.
Commandment, yes.
Let's get away with pikemen now, so the militiamen are down to 1 health. Which may be enough, honestly. Assuming they don't receive archer fire, they could provide just good constant damage against the horsemen. Counselor's not firing away. A couple of archers, more archers now being put on the field. Get some hits there on the pikemen. Just going to go for a line of longbowmen there. A couple pikemen still alive. Some of the villagers duke inside the town center. It's a bit of a Sim City at the moment. Got some longbowmen hitting the archers now. Horsemen trying to move over and engage them. Pikemen do all get gunned down now. It's going for our line of redcoats. Musketeers, I should really just call them. They don't have the redcoats upgrade. All of his villagers in the crowd inside the town center. 24 out of the 26 he has. We're gonna take time to clean up some capybara. He has a couple villagers off somewhere, giving him some resources. I don't think those musketeers will be nigh enough. There's the musketeers, maybe gets a good bop there on some of the horsemen. But they're getting hit by the archers. Town center damages right now is 90. These archers do have 120 health, so they can withstand 1 shot from the town center. And these musketeers do reasonable damage in melee still. He doesn't have enough food. He may want to sell off some of the wood, get some gold, buy some food. And so right now he can't really hold out at this current rate. Got more archers being brought in, which are not as dangerous as those, what's it called? Horsemen when it comes to raiding villagers. The spores are to go down once again. The Iroquois has 27 villagers. The British still has 25, so his mana boom will last him a little bit of extra time.
Ready,
It's going for a shim of longbows. 6 longbowmen will be okay. Not great, honestly. And he can bring in crates of creative food. Could be especially useful right now if he can somehow collect it. Which he could potentially be able to collect. He's doing this hit and run with the collecting the capybara. He has plenty of food. You guys go for a handful of pikemen if he gets the food shipment. So maybe better to actually go for food shipment rather than the longbows. The longbows at this point in time, I suppose, if he's having the town center engage the horsemen, which is good. He does deploy out the military shipment there for the outpost. Allows him to pick up a horseman there, allowing the longbowmen to engage the archers at a reasonable engagement. They're both attack speeds 1.5. Longbowns do go down, more horsemen has arrived. He's trying to go for a line of pikemen.
Strengthened now. Your soul breathed. My name is staring.
He should be okay with 1 pikeman now. They're 40-40. There's 4 pikemen. He may have squeezed out his 5th one. He did not squeeze out the 5th one in time. He does spot these villagers here clicking up these capybara. One of the villagers do go down. Pikemen advancing forward. He does pick up the archer there with the outpost or town center. If he gets to get a little bit of extra wood, he could potentially deploy out additional outposts in this region. Though he may not have time for it. He's using the town center to fire against these archers, but the problem is, Iroquois is not being harassed whatsoever.
Oh no,
Takes out the archer there. He has stabilized, but we do have more archers advancing on forward. Some of these villagers are getting hit by the horsemen. He may have picked up a wounded one there, seeing how quickly that villager died. Pikeman engaging the horseman. Horseman here in good numbers. He's not. And looks like Blue does back of the game now. It's Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Yeah, a bit one-sided, but it's of course a tournament game. All tournament games will be loaded in the series. That was that one done. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another HBARS 3 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the blue Chinese, we have April. Spawn on top right side as a red Sioux, we have ARG Nebenstall. Let's take a look at the natives of this map. We've got the Tengri Shrine, which means Tatar archers, and some exotic doggos. And over here, another Tengri Shrine, and that appears to be the only natives on the map. There's a handful of yaks you can perhaps ally with and lead them to victory, right? Oh, wait. The Sioux Explorer is going to be great at obtaining these wildlife. If he knows about if he sees the wildlife here, he can perhaps quickly get them and then send them back home. It may be a good idea for his age up to be the farm age up. Because if he finds enough of the cattle there, he can send them to be fattened and then get a good food reserve. Drunken Sailor is now punching a bunch of bears. I don't know why, but that just seems proper. Blue does find a couple of the yaks on the field as well. In which, wait, it was also Chinese villagers can also collect fattened livestock. So that could be also useful. Let's take a look and see if they're not... Sioux is not selected deck, Chinese are not selected deck. You know, Chinese player does have a deck available. Let's see what he goes for. He goes for this deck. Let's see what this deck actually is. We got T exports, give you 1 consulate rickshaw, and 100 exports. Does mean you get your first consulate for free, basically. And also gives you a nice little trickle of export. Very handy indeed. Of course, got the one-time muster of villagers, wood gold, Chuko News, standard army hit points, increase Chuko New and Step Riders hit points by 20%. Got the Pikemen, Step Riders, Diplomatic Intrigue, give you 300 export and makes all your consulate research allies 75% cheaper, so imagine that's 375 in export. You may hold off on his ally until he gets this one researched. Not like you can do much with handful export either way. And we've got Haratan Shields. Of course, we got Gold Arquebus, Changdo Swordsman, Territorial Army Combat, giving your Arquebus and Changdo Swordsman plus 15 hit points in damage. Repelling Volleys, Chuko News, and Arquebus do extra damage versus light cavalry, shock infantry, and heavy infantry. Double-faced armor, Iron Flails, Keshik's Meteor Hammers, hit points increased by 15%, and as well as 0.05 armor, 5% armor. And from Meteor Hammers, Interventions, get shipment from the consulate. 1 Falcon. Oh wait, that's not a warship, isn't it? Warship can train units. I usually don't see naval cards all too much. So, and there is water on this map. Manchurian Cavalry Archers. Arquebus, Changdo Swordsmen, Meteor Hammers, 2 Infinite Flying Crows, and hired Rattan Shields. For the Sioux. The Sioux... Oh, there's also, I see on the map, another yak to be named. Also over here as well. And down here. Villagers, wood, gold. Sentient Bowmans, Love Warriors, Axe Riders, Cavalry Damage, some Dog Soldiers, Great Hunters, Villagers gather with food, 20% faster from hunted animals, and 10% from of all hunted food animals you gain so far, you gain the maximum 150. So it does give you, at this point in time, 101 food, but larger later on, or just collect faster. So going for this sooner rather than later is actually probably better, because plus 20% food is better than 10% food, but you can also go for later and get payout in the end. Smaller payout, but still. 13 Bison, Villagers, Wood, Awaken rifles. I do see. Yep, that's just a war hut here. Axe raiders, cavalry combat, rifle riders, dog soldiers. Santi support sends 6 axe raiders, increases their hit points of all axe raiders. Of course, the Sioux is known. Iroquois is heavily focused on infantry. The Sioux is heavily focused on cavalry, and the Aztecs, of course, are just adaptable and also weird. 2 Kettles council sends 14 walking rifles, plus 20 hit points for your rifles. More rifles. Akanshika, I don't know how to pronounce any names in this game, significantly increase the hit points of all Lakota warriors, reduces their damage against villagers. Doesn't say exactly how much, but does give them plus 20% hit points, which is pretty good. More dog soldiers and an infinite amount of bison. Wait, we don't have the card there, so you get gold from huntables? Huh. Or no, natural resources. Interesting. Brain post will go down. I just heard something. Not sure what it was. We got a good number of Sentinel bowmen advancing forward. He has gone for the Russian allies. He has not gone for diplomatic intrigue either. You can always go that for later if he just wants to get something temporarily from the Russians and go for a different consul in the end. The disciple's about to go down. Disciple has gone down. The drunken sailor's kicking these bowmen in the face. And he does go down there. They have a handful of club warriors on field. They are classified as a heavy infantry. They may move fast. At 5's not that fast, but they're not shocked. Just match them as pikemen with lower attack but higher bonuses. Oh, and looks like he does take out the yaks there. He does kill them off early. He does. Livestock do collect faster than other food sources. They do collect at a rate of 2, which means you do collect them very quickly. There's a large number of dead animals here, so there are actually a lot of decay here. A little bit bad, I would say. But now the Confucian army trying to be going on up is being sieged down. So the automatic health regen is too high. He's not making any progress there. Why is there a high health regen on that? We do have irregular stomping people. Sure, I understand Viv automatic production, but the health regen should not be a thing, honestly. Because right now, those units just having trouble sieging down. Though I suppose their siege attacks not great, some of them. Those get inside the town center there. Got a handful of pikemen stabbing these horsemen. And soon we have some free flying crows with the Confucian Academy. It also ships in 8 arquebuses, the skirmisher for the Chinese. Have a village going up. Does have a blockhouse here as well from the Russian consulate. You may have went for that to save some wood for instead of blowing out barracks. Also does access the tower, gain a little bit of defense, so it does fulfill 2 roles there. Now I do have a flying crossman point of view, trying to he was happiest blockhouse from the Russians. Now get on out of here. He is also going for a shipment of arquebuses. The Iroquois is on age up. He's going for the messenger. And right now he's going for the Resurrect War Chief, who's currently down right here. Bringing a shipment of 8 villagers. Okay, you can stop clicking that button. You have every single trade post now secured up by the Sioux. And he's going for straight food on all of them, right? I always sometimes get the food icon and gold icon mixed up, but it is just straight up food. Do you have any yaks here for the Iroquois? Not Iroquois, Sioux? Doesn't appear to be. So you already may have eaten them all. As war huts starting to go on down. He switched his trade post to wood now. And now he has gotten his British allies. Handful of these elite axe riders advancing forward. Do less dangerous like cavalry, but they have excellent attack. That slight a little bit less dangerous like cavalry just makes it so they're based like normal hussars against light cavalry, but they still hit really hard at 43 damage. And they do cost the same as hussars as well, so they are pretty good melee cav, though the maximum health is 200, or base health is 250, which is less than hussars. Trade posts are being forced down here. Of course, large number of these units don't have great siege attack. True canoes have literally 3. And not even 3 times 3, just 3. And these arquebusiers only have 10 as well. Going for more Wakina rifles. They seem a little bit more squishy than regular skirmishers. They do have 85 base health. The range is of course like any other skirmisher. I suppose the cost for a skirmisher is relatively low. I suppose arquebus base damage is still 97 as well, so it's relatively comparable. 15 damage, 20 range versus 20 damage, 18 range. So the arquebus do have lower damage, higher range. The Chinese Explorer will be going down shortly. Does go down there. Now they've got the Axe Riders advance forward. Does not get engaged there. The Swordsmen do force him back. He does not want to get hit by those. Blue's armors advancing forward. He's now going for some healers. No, he stopped the healer production there. War Chief has been resurrected. We do now have a Flying Crow deployed on the field. A good heavy piece of artillery to engage these rifles. And you got a number of the disciplined meter hammers. They do offer actually a slight range attack with their melee attack, so it's a good unit to support your front line. He's able to go behind them and attack them as well. More elite axe raiders now being on the field. Over here, you have a TP now. TPs, of course, to provide hit points and gather rate boosts with nearby units. Training post now seeing fire. The Flying Crow does 28 damage. Good AoE. So they should be very effective versus those infantry, to say the least. Doesn't do any bonus damage versus infantry like heavy cannons or falconets. But of course, he does get them out for free.
Daku.
Go for more of the axe riders, more of the rifles. And now we do have, looks like, more territory armies being deployed on the field. To the Summer Palace, getting those free armies on the field as well. Now the Flying Crows pass advance a little bit too far forward. Does get in deployment phase right there. If you pass overran. Those will draw them in a little bit there. Get a bit of damage to the arquebus onto the heavy cav. Of course, we got, or those were light cav. Arquebus should do good damage there. Do now some red coats not on field, or decent musketeer. Right now the Chinese force is 67 out of 65. The Sioux at 128. So looks like the Chinese player does have more force in the field. But of course, Chinese are known for mass production. The Sioux right now are not going for any wood at the moment, just going for food and gold. Chinese players, of course, going a little bit of everything. On advance on forward. Cavalry's now advanced on forward, trying to get engaged, but may see some fire there. Source now engaged the cavalry in melee. And now the Flying Crow getting hit there on the rifles. The Flying Crows took the beating there. Will fire one more shot. It may go down to these Axe Raiders. Those go down there. Arquebus getting overrun by the Axe Raiders now. Cavalry archers or Manchus are hitting the heavy cav now. Manchus are a mercenary unit, offering good damage and good attack speed. Got the Disciples and the Drunken Sailor advancing on forward. Now it's bringing some more Disciples now, times 3. We do have a build of 5. We've got intervention shipment, which should bring in some more musketeers,
Ready.
more redcoats, and as well as more arquebuses not being brought on in. Chinese player starting to roll his economy on in. He has 131 units. His opponent is out has 98. Riflemen now engaging each other. He does have TPs nearby, which does give him a health bonus. And now I got the Explorer here. The Explorer has absurd 1,800 health hit points. Sunset only has 1,100. The Warchief does go down there. Flying Crow slowly advancing on forward. Finds a good shot there on those units. Axe Raiders do get picked on off. Musketeers now engage order to melee. Does get a good volley there. Goes abandoning the town center. It looks like Red does back up the game now. It's Anagrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. See, it was this one here. And before I get started with the next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. Alright, I am back. Oops. There we go. And there we go. Sorry about that. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the south side as the blue Japanese, we have April. On the north side as the red Aztecs with ARG, Nevin Staw. Looks like we got a community plaza and market opener. And looks like that war chief is really on fire. Literally. Hope he didn't collect that treasure there. A little bit of oversight. A Q move sometimes does break. Either way, let's take a look, see what natives on the map. We got the 2P settlement, which does have access to the 2P Blackwood Archer. Long range, accurate native archer. Not sure what type of range, probably a long bowman range. And we do have the Quelcha settlement, which does give access to Quelcha Huma Inca, I think. Infantry armed with a plume spear, good against cavalry. And the Colchis Bolas Warrior, guesses a slinger. No, hurls bullets with a wide area effect. Interesting. So it's a Grenadier variant, potentially? Either way, let's see, the Japanese player's gone for a deck, not just yet. And the Aztec, yeah, has gone for a deck as well. Let's see, he's gone for villagers. Kalameka makes research your next age half the time. Villagers, wood, infinite gold, warrior priest, coyote tactics, plume spearmen, slingers, and Mayan allies, which is basically an archaic musketeer. Wood, coyote runners, slingers, eagle runner knights, knights hit points, arrow knights, handful of skull knights, more the advanced slingers, giving them also 2 additional range and 25% more hit points. Got a smoke bomb out of there, and we've got the Eagle Runner Knight, infinite slingers, more slingers, not slingers, but slinger research, increase their damage and hit points by 20%. Knight combat. And we do have the Skull Knight. Looks like he is a mix of Slinger and Skull Knight with a handful of Bowman support. He's probably not going to go for a Noble Hut. I'm guessing he's going to go for the... what's it called? First the War Hut to get out Slingers. Next age is maybe something else, maybe for the farms. And then 4th age maybe fast. But either way, he's going for a Skull Knight Slingers composition with some past Eagle Runner Knights for support. So I'm going to go to the next Commerce Age. This will make it so the next Commerce member you're researching or who are research twice as fast. So now this should quickly go up. It seems like a little bit of waste to me, honestly. But maybe I am for a bit of aggression. We do have a wonder here as well, which is going to be the Torpy Gates. Torpy Gates, when upgraded, will give you 1 samurai and military rickshaw. Increases the experiencing spirit points, build bounty, and construction building and killing enemies in buildings. So more XP for casting on new. The ordered rickshaw, quickly gets put down with minimal health remaining. But the health of the orchard rickshaw is only 100 health. Can you actually torch that down?
Omanse.
Oh, that
Opomanse.
Explorer not only is on fire, he also has a demonic voice. It does bring in some Eagle Scouts. Eagle Scouts are basically a lightweight musketeer, really. It does cancel that. There's the War Hut. The native scout is scouting around.
Hook.
Let's bring a shipment of 3 warrior priests. Is 1 warrior priest is over here providing EXP trickle. This will give him 3 more, giving him 4 EXP trickle. Blue will claim a llama. There's nothing but drama with these llamas. And thanks to native scouts' increased vision range, he's able to spot these forces and escort the llama back home.
Omanse.
We do got the Chinese eyeing for a shipment of wood. Oh yeah, I forgot to cover the Chinese cards. Got villagers. Shrines are cheaper and resource rates increase, so better shrines, not Chinese, Japanese. More villagers, wood coin, Yumi archers, Yumi archer attack, Ashgarish musketeers, musketeer attack, diplomatic intrigue, daimyo, 2 chariot orchard or rickshaws, villagers, coin, more Yumi archers, way of the bow, Yumi archers hit points, range and hit points increased, more musketeers, close combat, musketeers hit points increase and do extra damage against cavalry. And looks like it does. Okay, that just says all hand attack, so their hand attack does bonus damage to cavalry. Naginata riders. Naginata rider hit points. You know, in Yo Rush. Yasama archers attack increased and they do more damage against artillery. So more archer stuff. 2 flaming arrows. More Yumi archers, more flaming arrows, and a shogun. Designed for a musketeer, archer, musketeer. So you got your skirmisher, you got your musketeer for frontline and anti-cav, and you got the Naginata riders probably for flanking purposes. So he's going for basically skirmisher musketeer variant, but just different. A handful of plumed spearmen on the field as well as slingers. And we've got Yumi archers now being put on the field as well. EXP bounty will increase. Right now the EXP bounty will double EXP. This should make it now tripled around the Explorer. Cost 24 experience for killing off a local doggo, as opposed to just 8, which is actually quite significant. That upgrade costs 50 food, wood, and gold. It is very handy to get early on so you get some extra shipments by taking out these various treasures. For example, this pirate, if you were to kill him, will give 20 experience. When near that war chief, it should be up to 60 experience, which is quite significant. And usually a treasure like that gives like 85 experience, so it makes that killing them is the reward, really. Japanese isolation has now been researched. We now have another war hut being employed on the field. Got a good number of Yumi archers, which will do bonus damage versus the plume spearmen, not bonus damage to slingers. Slingers do have 8 damage, 1.5 attack speed. These Yumi archers have 3 attack speed and 20 damage. They have overall higher DPS, but only by a small amount. There's also a pair of war huts here. Yumi archers do not have good siege attack. Musketeers do have okay attack. You just might want to keep these spearmen in the background. They're not going to be really useful in this situation. Musketeers are good, to say the least. They do have 11 attack, though, and 1.5 attack speed. Spearmen do have 12 attack, same attack speed as well. Sure, they're cheaper than musketeers, but musketeers do also have a gun to shoot at range. It's not engaged there. There's at least the daimyo in this region. The amount of damage there. Daimyo not currently deploying out anything just yet, or maybe he is. The daimyo does provide you can receive shipments and boost attack of nearby allies, so making these units a little bit more stronger as well. So now these guys up to 22 attack, much better than the 8 attack with twice attack speed. In other words, kill off the daimyo. Do we have export come in? Japanese monk armed with a 200 club, good against cavalry in buildings. Where do those units go? Yep, there's 3 of them right here. Somewhere.
良いに
Four of them at least. Do have a handful of Coyote Runners, which should be able to be good against the Yumi Archers, but of course the Musketeers will do bonus damage in melee against them. A couple of those slingers do go down. They're simply getting outranged. These guys have 16 range. These guys have 18. Eagle Scout throwing some spears against the Explorer. And looks like he's really getting up this cherry orchard. I'm gonna have to eye for some rice patties sooner rather than later. We have some Naginata Riders here, which are basically a sour variant. Yeah, now these units are engaging. There's a good number of these melee units here, but they're disintegrating. You focus down. Coyote Runners now engaging the Musketeers in the back line. Those Coyote Runners need to hit down the Yumi Archers, not the Musketeers. More slingers now being put on the field. Coyote Runners just whittling this stuff down. Most Musketeers have gone down. Yumi Archers are getting hit now. And the War Chief is still up, so he's getting a lot of extra XP here. He does have the increased damage dance active. The Irregulars now being pulled down the field. Starting to fall on back now, trying to regroup his forces. Does pick off one of these Musketeers there. Irregulars making their advance. Or sentries. And now he's eyeing for additional Warrior Priests. He's using Warrior Priests to spawn out more Warrior Priests.
Romance.
That's the only treasure remains on the map.
Patni.
Going for more Chironers, going for some Plumed Spearmen to engage the Naginata Riders, but there's currently not any more. The Daimyo does get health regen, is classified as cavalry, so we'll see bonus in for the Plumed Spearmen. Chironers could perhaps hit these villagers. Yumi Archers will get a volley there. Chironers are not advancing on in. We got now the Naginata Riders facing forward. Plumed Spearmen trying to hit those Naginata Riders. Chironers overrun the Naginata Riders. Relatively, they do bonus damage versus infantry, so they will do bonus damage versus the Coyote Runners. 50%. Now got the Musketeers getting overran. Yumi Archers now seeing a bit of fire here. You got these units here. Yumi Archers getting overran. Coyotes getting some runners getting some good damage here. And full of Musketeers have been put on over here, but looks like the Aztec player managed to force his way through. And Blue does cast some GG. There's Anchor saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. Let's see now. For the games. A couple more games in the series, and that'll probably do for me the rest of for the rest of the night. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn top right side as the blue Spanish, we have April. On the south side as the red Dutch, we have ARG Ebenstahl. Let's take a look at the natives on the map. There's a large number of natives on the map. We do have the Apache settlement, which does give you access to Apache cavalry, a ranged cavalry, good against cavalry. Sounds like it's a Dragoon variant. And over here, we do have another Apache. In the center, we do have Cheyenne. These gave access to the Cheyenne Horsemen, armed spear, good against another cavalry, so more anti-cav. Over here, we do have the Cheyenne, and Apache. So there's 3 Apaches, 3 Cheyenne. In other words, you can get a lot of horses. Okay, so let's see the explorers' names this time. We got Kryan Inda Kubel. Maybe actual custom name, not sure. Oh, here we got Momonogi Kana, which he's playing the Spanish. That does not sound a Spanish name. I have no idea. Let's have the war dog here to spot him. Pinata. Does do bonus damage with Guardians. And just stutter step, playing around these exotic doggos. And all the exotic doggos do go down. 80 food there. More bison go on down. And red will pick up this trinket of 35 coin. Not bad. And don't have a ship. Oh, we do have a deck selected. Oh yeah, we do already have a ship there. We have villagers coin, more villagers wood, gold, pikemen, team infantry hand attack, archaic infantry hit points, rodeados, and hand cavalry hit points, advanced arsenal, house of Tazmari. How do you pronounce that? Your age up is cheaper and faster if the more shipments you receive in current age. Wood. Archaic infantry, rodeados, hussars, cavalry combat, lancers, caballeros, falconets, Spanish gold. It grants you a Spanish treasure chest with each age up. I don't know how much coin that is off the top of my head. Heavy cannons from factory. For his opponent, the Dutch. Oh, I hit that button there. We do have the villagers, town militia, food, wood, gold, pikemen, infantry attack, team infantry hit points, hussars, bank, religious freedom, wood, coin, halberdiers, skirmishers, infantry combat, hussars, reartiers, cavalry combat, hired bosniaks, heavy cannon, factory. Racing some pot shots with these villagers, and of course it does 25% damage for the villagers, so it's 3 damage per bullet against villagers.
Commando?
The quartermaster is not being researched by the Dutch, and the Spanish is eyeing for the governor. We have one bank deployed on the field, providing some excellent coin collection. Barracks not going up for red. We do have the outpost wagon here. I'm not sure where he's going to deploy it. He may be going to deploy it next to Cheyenne settlement. The explorer's taking some hits there. This explorer's a little bit wounded. And there's where he's trying to put it up.
Hola.
You now have the envoy also punching on in. Envoy does 5 damage per shot. Granted, that lady uses fans as a melee weapon as well. Doggo coming on forward. He's going to try to pick up the envoy. Kill off the envoy does get 5 EXP. With the Spanish planes at an outpost there, he may be eyeing for an aggressive military shipment, but he is bringing some wood. Explorers see a bit of fire there. You got the outpost firing away as well. does have enough resources to age up, and he's immediately going for the Sergeant at Arms. That's actually a lot of XP there, 210. Did he put the outpost there simply for fire support against that shipment? I mean, that is a large number of XP. I mean, that was, at this point in time, half a shipment. For the Spanish, it also gets cheaper XP shipments. We got a good number of pikemen on the field and have a handful of skirmishers as well. Skirmishers siege attack's not great. Pikemen's siege attack is, of course, good. Got a couple barracks now being pulled out of the Spanish front line. Get some doggos here. We got Pinto, we got Nacho, we do have Frida Joel, Turo Julo, and Pinata. One barracks up. He's definitely going to get out some Rodialos, probably. Let's get these structures being built. He's going for some Rodialos now, queue them up. So, pikemen do have good siege attack. When the doggos do go down, we got another militiamen bouncing forward. Rodialos got 9 of them queued up. And wait, did he cancel them? He canceled Rodialos. He wants them as an ambush spawn. The militia doing a good job of keeping at bay. He's now aged up. He's immediately eyeing for the Spanish gold. It gets additional gold per shipment. Doggos advancing. The dogs are not bad. But it's just that you're going to get so many of them. And they do cost 80 food. They're honestly not bad for the cost. Pets. We do got a good number of pikemen here from the Sergeant at Arms. And he's now going for a good number of skirmishers himself. Which will be useful for these pikemen, as well as equal to his opponent's skirmishers. Of course, they are veteran skirmishers as well, because he's Castle Age, Fortress Age. Shipment of falconets now being put on the field.
¿Cuál es su orden?
Preparado.
Gets a fire there. A couple of Moth militiamen do go down. One of the skirmishers go down as well.
Preparada.
We got a very good number of skirmishers here, pikemen and dogs, as a Spanish composition, going for a shipment of Rodialos. It looks like it's probably a shipment of 9. How's the Spanish treasure chest? I have to click on it once it gets deployed on the field. Spanish treasure chest will provide a good tide of gold. Skirmishers took a nice hit there from the falconets. He also has 1 EXP outpost here to help him buy some more shipments. It's also okay. He is going villagers. I need to check the Spanish gold. It looks like it's maybe 300 if I took a quick look at that. It's 330. That's actually pretty good. Rodialos have been put on the field. The merchants there as well. Got some Routier, which are anti-heavy cav, which is not what he's fighting against. Be okay versus those falconets. That's about it. Routier now advancing along over here. With some skirmish musketeers as well. And it's getting some hits on these banks. Falconets make it overwhelmed here. Got a good number of Routiers. Falconets get some great hits on these pikemen. The Falconets are still up though. Rodialos now engaging. Rodialos have 6 movement speed. These Routier do have 7.25. And Routier are basically really fast pikemen. They do have 11 attack there. That one has 10 health remaining. on the Dutch villagers going down. So it's a good number of banks, but this bank is about to go down south. We're here trying to flank on the falconets.
Preparado.
He has both alive. One falconet does go down there. You may want to finish off the bank. It has very little health.
¿Qué me ordena?
We're here being pursued by the pikemen and by the rodialos. More rodialos being deployed on out.
¿Qué me ordena?
Got these units moving around. I was trying to eye for a flank, maybe trying to get these villagers. Do have now the church deployed on field. More rodialos being built queue, going for hunting dogs now. This villager will go down, which also will alert him that there are a bunch of units in this back line. And only killing off one village there is actually maybe good for blue. It alerts him that he's right there. This Spanish have 32 villagers. The Dutch are at 21. Of course, we do have a good number of banks. This bank has still not been repaired or destroyed. Explorer now goes up. Rodialos streaming across the field, so they have good movement speed. They are able to go across the field quite quickly. We'll find another skirmisher there. He does have the Lancers, the anti-infantry cavalry variant, which does have times 3 damage versus all infantry. Very useful versus skirmishers. Skirmishers on engage on in, has some rodialos and pikemen now going forward. Now has veteran rodialos, and does force his opponent back of the game now. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Probably one more game for me tonight. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn bottom right side as the blue US of A, we have April. Spawn top left side as the red Ottomans, we have ARG Nebenstahl.
Orders?
Of course, got the moss going on up. Nothing being pulled out over here just yet, but he's eyeing for a heavy amount of wood. Collection of books. And now you have the trading post being built there by the US player. That's why he's going for heavy wood. Howdy. Let's see now. Let's take a look at the natives on the map. There is a Cheyenne settlement, which gives you the Cheyenne Rider, a horseman armed spear, good against the other cavalry. And over here, we do have the Cree settlement, which does give you access to the Cree tracker, Cree rifleman, sounds like a skirmisher variant. And we got the Cree villager.
Orders?
Got the local doggo now being picked off by the US. And he is going for the Chinese immigrants. Chinese immigrants give you one trading post rickshaw, enables the levy ability to be used as trading post, and to recruit more trading post rickshaws for free. Trading post hit points increase. Dutch immigrants give you access to the bank, as well as improve your mining, and also improves the mine's longevity. Irish immigrants give you villagers and additional villagers long game has passed by, and capitalism for a cold trickle. Got wood, coin, regulars, state militia, long rifles, increased range, as well as access to the sharpshooter early. Springfield Armory gets access to the advanced arsenal research, make them free, but take longer to research. And Virginia State Assembly give you one capital wagon, make the next upgrade research for free, excluding spies and blockades. Got the Russian American Company, give you 2 blockhouse, improve hunting rates, 100 wood, or 1,000 wood, 8 regulars. United States Army, increase the attack and hit points of heavy infantry by 50%, as well as Minutemen and the General. Sharpshooters, Continental Rangers, increase the attack and hit points of range armed infantry, including Owl Hoots, Jaegers, and Creed Trackers. Carbine Cavalry, Buffalo Soldiers, increase the all damage from carbine cavalry by 50% and gives them 10% armor. Rolling Artillery give you 3-1 Gatling guns. Polski's Legion gives you shipping number of powerful Ulans to be enabled and train them at forts. No Age 4 decks or cards. And for the Ottoman player, let's see, we've got Villagers, Coin Trickle, more Villagers, Food, Wood, Coin, Janissaries, Delis, Quebecis, improve the hit points of Abbas Gunners and the Grenadiers. Advanced Arsenal, Wood, Coin. The Enduring School, increase attack points and hit points of Azaps, Janissaries, and Fusiliers. Sapahis, Cavalry Archers, Cavalry Combat, Abbas Guns, Falconets, Topiculaire, increase attack and hit points of Ottoman Artillery, Abbas Gunners, and that Grenadier name I cannot pronounce. The Egyptian Mamelukes gave you 4 Egyptian Mamelukes, each one's 4 populations, so probably pretty high quality and expensive. 6 Sapahis, powerful, more great bombards, factory and factory. Ottomans almost reached the next age, going for the Quartermaster. US players going for Pennsylvania and some Dutch banks. You have a whole mess of trade posts instead of maps, so he does have a lot of EXP coming on in. You can upgrade this one to Stagecoach if you so choose. You can always go for another levy to get out another trading post.
Yes?
So US players eyeing for a large number of trade. You can perhaps eye for some natives next. Let's see. The Ottomans are going for more of a infantry focus, aren't they? Yeah, Janissaries. You can also go for Delis. So you got back your, maybe it's a good idea for this trading post here because it also gives you access to the villager, the French native, not French native villager that has pretty good collection rates. We do not have this general throwing some torches in town center. And we do also have the Ottoman explorer saying hi and says goodbye. He's going for a number of Janissaries. Oh wait, I just realized there's a bunch of Janissaries right here. My bad. We got a whole bunch of barracks there. We got proxy barracks, so Janissaries fancy forward. He doesn't deal with the United States for long term. The United States have a lot of powerful skirmishers. He does not want to fight US long term. He's just want to try to close the game now. Janissaries are a good musketeer. You have some regulars here. They do 25 damage, 14 range. Janissaries do 20 damage, 12 range, 250 health versus 150 health. Regulars are, of course, 105. Janissaries are 115. So 10 more resources, more expensive, but US regulars do offer more range, while Janissaries offer more damage and health. And melee resistance, that's the same. Attack speeds, pretty can defend themselves a little bit better against cavalry and shock. US tends to have weaker units, but more extreme bonuses, in which the regular makes it so the regular is actually not too fantastic in my opinion. Because its bonuses requires more focus on the hand attack being a musketeer variant. Of course, a 14 range as opposed to 12 range is also pretty nice. Another core aspect of the United States. Long range, extreme bonuses, lower attack. But the US player, in my opinion, should eye for... Probably should go for long rifles, get out some sharpshooters early on. State Militia are a skirmisher variant that's more focused on health and damage, another extreme variant they have. But I think the long rifles will probably be better since he's fighting against Janissaries already a large number of Janissaries, so you may want to go for the counter unit sooner. Run for some palisade walls now, and got the state capital here. And Pennsylvania does provide you one meeting house wagon, which is aka a church. And Pennsylvania first rifles and cavalry and pound. I'm not sure exactly what those are. There's a lot of variation from the United States and Mexico, as well as a lot of the African ones. It's hard for me to know them all. It does have access to the native embassy Travis, allows you with your allies the Crees. Wait, there's also Crees here. Does that mean he can get extra free villagers? I'm surprised he has not gotten any. He has plenty of food for them. A large number of resources, maybe on to age up. The palisade walls will hold back his opponent for a short amount of time. I guess the bank's also a lucrative target as well. Or the opposite of lucrative, making it less lucrative to hit.
I'm ready.
Regulars now engaging. Of course, with their higher range, they can fire at maximum range without the Janissaries retaliating with this wall in front of them. So the bank is starting to go down. Do not got the state militia card being brought on in. And okay, it's not an age up. I'm not sure what we just bought. Oh,
Yes, I'm ready.
got a handful of sharpshooters. That must have been something from the church.
Yes.
We got some obelisk guns here. They do have 18
I'm
range,
ready.
which will still be less than the sharpshooter range. That's 21. Looks like the local bears do go down. Now eyeing for more palisade walls there, trying to patch up this breach. Now he has access to age up again. He does go for Kentucky. Get some coal mines. Is there any particular card he could save up for in this age that could be useful? Probably sharpshooters. He has another card available. Maybe go with the state militia, and by the time it ages up, you can get the sharpshooters. Oh crap! One of my lights just exploded. Is it smoking? I don't see smoke. Janissaries and obelisk guns now advancing on forward. I am partially wondering about that light. Janissaries making way forward. Militia Minutemen do go down. Those are a little bit idle there. Everything aging up was good. So just too many Janissaries are running on in.
Your command.
He does, of course, get the veteran sharpshooters provided by Kentucky. Sharpshooters now advancing forward. Minutemen do pick off some of those Janissaries there. We've got a massive force here. Janissaries do have decency attack of 25.
What is your command?
And Janissaries are pushing way forward. Obelisk guns making their advance. There's also a Cherokee rifleman, so it looks like he may have some natives or found a native on the map. May have been found a native on the map. Janissaries trying to torch down the town center.
Orders?
They'll just push me forward. Housemate got torched down there. US players trying to migrate around. And I've got this torching down, and I'm concerned about that light. Just give me one moment as this plays on. Okay, the light's not smoking, which is fine. Just the light went out. And he had like an internal fuse. He does go for owl hoots there. That was a shipment from the United States, the Kentucky Hunters. They're getting a handful of owl hoots and sharpshooters. A very good card. The more shipments you get, the more sharpshooters you get with it. Regulars now push way forward, trying to stop the bleed. We've got more Janissaries to push way forward. We also got these Cherokee riflemen and obelisk guns flanking on in. Owl hoots are a skirmisher variant, so they'll light hit the tree. So the obelisk guns won't damage to them. Janissaries do take out the villager. US now plays down to 14 villagers. The Ottomans at 25. 10 of the US villagers are currently idle. Got some Gatling guns now pulling the field as well. Janissaries trying to do hack part with the Gatling guns there. It's getting ripped apart. Starting to stabilize it, so got Janissaries engaged in melee. We got a collection of folks here. Or towards down this town center, US players bring in some 7 sharpshooters. We've got still a large number of Janissaries here.
Thank you for paying my
Now got the Minutemen at the point of view at the same time. There's the sharpshooters and the Minutemen at the same time. Roughly the same time.
I'm ready.
And the town center does go down there. They're just now migrating up north. And looks like the Ottoman player's backing on off. I'm just gonna unplug. Okay, that light's making a little bit of smell there. I'm going to unplug that light. One moment, please. It's one of those swirly fluorescent bulbs, and I'm just getting a little bit concerned about it. You know how some delis now pushing down south? Villagers are currently deploying an outpost for a shipping location. Not going for Old Town Center, needs a lot of wood for that. He does have 1,000 wood. He may want to get in the shipment of 1,000 woods. No, he's going to go for a shipment of 5 carbine cavalry. Which won't do bonus damage against Janissaries, nor will do negative damage. Maybe better, yeah, I think going for 1,000 wood may be a bit better, so we can get 1,000 wood to build out a couple towns and just get quickly back in the game. That's just my opinion. He could try going for stagecoaches over here to get other resources. He's now advancing down south. These villages are all exposed. He's cleaning up this thing of large books.
What is your command?
Rolling artillery, so let's bring in another pair of Gatling guns.
I'm ready.
It should be 2 Gatling guns, right? Yeah, it delivers 2 Gatling guns.
What is your command? I'm ready.
And now the Ottoman player has advanced to the Fortress Age. Let's see, his current villager count is 25. He's hit the build limit, so he has not got any more villagers. So the US player could get back in the game. Both players are playing with minimal villagers. Delhi's moving around. Carbine cavalry's siege damage is not great.
I'm ready.
Minutemen's even worse. Sharpshooters are not too terribly great either. He's going for a shipment of obelisk guns here. Has a couple of obelisk guns and Janissaries. Delis, they're right there. Gatling guns now deployed on the field. Going for some wood harvesting tech. The Ottoman player could go for the Korean themselves, get a handful more villagers. I just used this Minutemen somewhere. Was that for the train post, Rickshaw? Was that for more Minutemen?
Yes.
Yep, more Minutemen. Good damage right there. Do got these obelisk guns now facing forward. Obelisk guns will do less damage versus cavalry. Actually, just only to heavy cav, or that's a hand attack. They will do bonus damage against light cav, such as the
What is your command?
carbine cavalry. So they're just a skirmisher variant that does siege damage and build up the artillery foundry. unfortunately, so he does get gunned down there. Gatling guns push way forward. Sharpshooters, militia, regulars are advancing forward.
I'm ready.
Minutemen, of course, don't go down to 1 health. They just go down to half health. And they're still a pretty good variant. They're basically a musketeer. Oh, and the game went out of sync. Oh, either way, that's going to be my last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.